Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario Party Island Tour playthrough. As I said yesterday, this is the last weekend of the project, so I'm going to spend some time playing some more minigames. So we've basically gotten all of the general minigames taken care of. Then you have all the boss minigames, which we did in Bowser's Tower, and then we have the puzzle minigames. Now, for the puzzle minigames, as you can see, there are two copies of one game, or of two games. You have two copies of Three House and Emergency Hexit. Basically, you can play these with multiplayer, so that's why they have like a multiplayer variation. But I think I'm just going to play the normal variations. You can get a pretty good idea of how this works when you're playing multiplayer, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. We're going to be playing Three House, Emergency Hexit, and Star Turn. I think my general rule of thumb for these minigames is I play like, I don't know, about 8 or 9 minutes of each minigame, and then I move on to the next one. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and start with Three House. I'm going to stay as Mario because for puzzle games it doesn't really matter who you use because it's a puzzle game. You're not controlling the character, you're just watching that character to react to whatever you're doing. So I don't think it really matters who I am here. So yeah, let's start with Three House. Controls, you move left or right, you hold down to make blocks fall faster, you hit A to rotate blocks right, B to rotate blocks left, and then R to use POW block. Clear items by lining up 3 or more of the same in any direction. Use special POW blocks to clear all selected items from the board. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. So let's go ahead and play this. So, not really sure like what you'd call this game. But I mean, it's pretty much, it's a puzzle game, so I mean that's kind of a given. I shouldn't have to state that, but yeah, it's a puzzle game. You're trying to line up matches. I'm not exactly doing a good job of that right now, but if we do this, okay, no, you have to actually get like straight up lines. Like, yeah, you have to get like a line of 3, and I think you can do diagonals too, for example. So let me see if I can actually do that. Man, this is not a good run of this already. I can already say that for certain. But yeah, if this had to remind me of anything, I actually watched someone stream a game like this recently. A game that's called, I think, Soldum. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, where yeah, you have kind of like, you have square blocks and you're just trying to kind of line everything up. I don't know the best way to explain it. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember when I was watching that stream, someone like compared it to like kind of a combination of Tetris, Connect 4, and Reversi, which I guess it was kind of like that. But I mean, that might just be Soldum and not really, you know, this actual puzzle game. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. Pretty standard puzzle game. It can be fun. You can try to get a high score. I mean, that's what all the puzzle games are pretty much here for. Just kind of trying to get high scores, seeing how well you can do, that kind of thing. Which, you know, I'm definitely all for that. I think trying to get high scores is a cool way to add some kind of replayability to the games you're playing. In a way, it's kind of like speedrunning. Like, I mean, not in the speed sense, but in the kind of, like, optimization type department. So, you know, I'm glad that there are still games like this in Mario Party. It just kind of, again, adds more content for what's, at least in terms of recent Mario Party anyway, has been, like, very, very barren gameplay otherwise. And yeah, as you know, like, obviously we have POW blocks too, so I could use those. I'll wait to use the POW blocks till like my board's a little more full, because right now there's not really a reason to. Whoa! Okay, that was a match I was definitely not preparing myself for, but it happened anyway. I think that's like kind of the best part about puzzle games sometimes, when like you accidentally set up something that you weren't even trying to set up, and you're like, oh, well, cool, I'm just awesome now because I did that. So yeah, let's, you know what, just for fun, let's try to fill up our board a little bit. Because I want to use some PAL blocks and see how that'll affect the board after I do use them. So let's do this. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but see, there we go. Once again, that's kind of again, a really cool aspect of party games when stuff like that can happen. It's not great to rely on strats like these, but see, like, things like that can happen just by, you know, you doing random stuff on your board. It's like you can make just some really weird combos without even intending to. Just because the board is so filled up, and, like, as you make some matches, like, other matches will come, and it's just... Again, it's a funny part of this. Okay, so... Oh, it looks like we're actually losing some board space here, so let's do... Yeah, we'll use those. Get rid of some board space. I should free up some things as well. You know what, let's do that as well. Oh, wow! Once again, I freed up board space and didn't even realize it. And yeah, over time, your character will get roulette blocks and they'll free up more of the board. But yeah, if I had to rank this as a party game, or as a puzzle game, not a party game, pretty good. I'd say this is probably... yeah, I'd say this would be probably the best puzzle game in this game. I don't know. It's just very unique. And I mean, it's similar to other puzzle games for sure, but like... I don't know, it's unique, it's fun, it's something I feel like anyone can do if they just kind of pay attention to what they're doing. Which I know is harder sometimes for other people than it is for other people, but that's just the way it is. Let's go ahead, put some more blocks in the holes. And I think, like, you lose when you go over the line, so that's what you need to look out for. So let's do this, and then maybe... Or not, because I keep clearing more of the board. I keep clearing more of the board without even intending to. But that game I was talking about, Saldom, I actually, like, I didn't get an actual copy. It's a ROM of the game. That might be that's a game I'm actually interested in trying out and playing, and like seeing if I can maybe, not necessarily speed run it, but like, you know, just kind of speed through it and play through it. Maybe I'll do that sometime on my stream channel. Like I said before, a pretty interesting puzzle game. And let's do this. Clear more of the board. Hell yeah! That's some nice clearage we got right there. We are getting pretty close to when I'm supposed to move on to another puzzle game, though, so that's fine. We'll try to... We'll go a little longer. Maybe like 1 more minute, and then we'll see what happens. And yeah, as you can see, we're getting new power-ups, too. We have the Ice Flower in play now. Whee! Get rid of those coins. Although, getting rid of the coins there didn't really help me that much. Whoa! That was pretty tight. Ooh, nice. Thank you, so nice. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes, 8 or 9 minutes, so let's go ahead and finish this out. Knowing my luck, I'll probably just keep making matches now, and that'll prolong the game. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so that was it 3 house, I think? Yeah, 3 house, so... Not a great score. I got in the 80,000s during my first run, but, you know, pretty fun game. I enjoyed it. So next up, we're going to move on to Emergency Hexits. Controls, stylus. Slide the panels diagonally or from side to side. Clear as many tiles as possible by sliding them into lineup 6 or more. Similar designs. Move shells to the edge for extra help. And remove poison mushrooms by clearing an adjacent tile. So this is, I'd say this is a little more complicated. It requires a little more brain power, and it's just like, it's something that can kind of throw you off a little bit if you're not prepared for just the style of game this is. And like, it's also one of those games where it's like, or one of those puzzle games where sometimes it feels like stuff happens just by moving around randomly. Because like, there'll be times where you clear a whole bunch of stuff without even intending to, but it just kind of happens because, you know, memes, really. I hate giving that answer, but I mean, that's kind of like how I feel. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess all the blocks that I had in play are just gone now. And then, yeah, if you get the shells to the side, like the game said, it'll try to knock those out of the way. So you don't have to worry about them. You'll also level up, too, so whenever you level up, you kind of... things get a little more difficult. You kind of clear out the board a little bit, too, so just kind of... you know, a lot of different things you have to deal with in this particular game, but it's also... it can be pretty fun. I mean, it's just a classic case of traditional block puzzle games. Puzzle games that are very, very popular. You know, stuff like Bejeweled, Tetris, you know, all those different block puzzle games that are definitely a thing. It's kind of a shame that Toad doesn't have his icon in here. And I guess there is the poison mushroom, which I guess could count as Toad's icon, but... you know, you have all the other character icons. You even have Boo, for crying out loud. It's like, Boo. You know, that classic Mario character that's really, you know, just a bad guy, not even like a real, like, major character or anything. And this is also just another game where it's like, if you don't have really great, like, eyesight, and, like, you're kind of someone who likes to think about their moves more often than just make random moves, you know, it could definitely be difficult because, you know, just, it can be hard because you may not notice all the moves that you can make at once, so just some things you kind of have to adapt to while you're trying to get high scores for these types of games. And see, like, so much of that stuff, like I said before, a lot of stuff just kind of happens while you're playing. You don't even intend to it to happen, it just does. Damn! That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I think it'd be more likely for this game to end before the time limit's up. Compared to, like, the other game, anyway. Because the other game I could have gone on for even longer. But again, for video's sake, I just want to kind of mess around a little bit. I don't really care about spending a whole lot of time on this. Just so you guys get the basics and, like, you know... I like to think that when I play a lot of games for YouTube, for people who haven't seen the games before, it kind of puts them in the mindset of, okay, should I get this game? And Mario Party Island Tour is a weird case because this is honestly just a game I can't recommend buying. Because honestly, like, it is very underwhelming. And when you consider the fact that I actually didn't even pay for this game, I used a gift card when this game became a Nintendo Selects title, and because of it, I pretty much got the game for free. It's just like, well, I'm kind of glad I didn't spend money on this, because, yeah, it is definitely underwhelming, to say the least. So yeah, it's like, I really can't really recommend this game, honestly, to buy. If it's a game you get for free, I mean, why not? It's a free game. There are some, you know, there is some enjoyment you can have in here. But unfortunately, there's, like, just a lot of things wrong with this game, too. That it's just, like, when you consider, like, other Mario Party games, which offer way more when it comes to content, it's just like, why not save some extra money and maybe buy, like, an old classic game or something? Assuming you can play it on the console or on a console that you have or something. So yeah, that's just the way it is, honestly, for me anyway. It was actually funny. Someone in the comments at one point asked, like, "Hey, SlimKirby, should I buy this game?" You being the Mario Party aficionado that you are, and I literally just like, I tried to think about it, and like I didn't even like think that long about it. I was like, nah. You know, don't worry about it. Like, there's other better Mario Party games out there. Hell, I'd definitely recommend Star Rush over this game, like, hands down. Star Rush at least had, like, a somewhat engaging single-player experience that I honestly had fun with. It was really unique. It was something that Mario Party hadn't done before, and I had fun with it. I mean, when I say that, like, Star Rush is, like, a super amazing Mario Party game, definitely not, but it was definitely fun. Way more fun than this was, at the very least. Which, I am looking forward to getting to the Star Rush playthrough. I'll probably do it at some point next year. Okay, let's do this. I'm out of ideas, so we'll just use the shell to get some more points. And I probably should start wrapping this game up, too, because we are kind of getting to that point. Oh no, no. I can't think of what to do. Okay, I somehow got out of there. I guess whenever I have the poison mushroom, I should just consider, are there any shells nearby? If there are shells, maybe you should use them, Slim. So yeah, I'll try to think about that next time. Can I beat my high score? Yeah, let's try to beat my high score at the very least before ending this. I guess I didn't play this for as long as I thought I did. Maybe I just kind of got stuck and didn't realize there was like a bomb nearby, or not a bomb, but a poison mushroom. That's probably what happened. I also had like a really, really awesome combo earlier, so that probably helped as well. My gosh, this game. What's with this game? Okay, I'll probably, yeah, let's start wrapping it up after my next match. We'll get to 7,000. If I can find any matches. There we go. Okay, we made the 7,000. And we level up too, so let's go ahead and just leave it here and end this for good. But yeah, Emergency Exit's pretty fun. I honestly, it was more fun than I remember it being, so would definitely recommend this game as well. Can I actually stop? I could. I want to save this high score. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts about, I guess, Island Tour I gave there. Didn't necessarily mean to do that, but, you know, we are kind of reaching the end of the project, and I need to start kind of thinking of my overall thoughts of the game, so probably best that I kind of start developing those now. New record! Wow, he didn't even say new record. I'm very, very disappointed. Okay, last game. Last game we have is Star Turn. This game, I think, is probably the hardest. So you move cursor, you rotate panel right, rotate panel left, reset panels. Rotate the panels to create continuous line around the stars. Box in all the stars to clear them before time runs out. So yeah, like I said, this is kind of the more complicated game. And this is just one of those games that just kind of like... I don't want to say confuses me, but like after a while, like if I stare at it too long, like I may just like miss a very easy solution. But yeah, you just want to box in the star. That's really all there is to it. In a lot of these early levels, it's not hard, but then you get to some of the harder levels, and the solutions are not as obvious. I think it even adds like a second star at some point, too. So, let's see. Okay, so we almost have them boxed in. There we go. I guess the best way to think about this is kind of like look at the entire area around the star and then look for just like little optimizations you can make. Again, sometimes it'll be hard to tell like what the solution is, but if you think about it for a while, you can probably figure it out. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Like, I almost have, like, a record already, just because I didn't really play this one too in-depth. Okay, so I need to find... I think that pretty much closes out that. There you go. Yeah, as you can see, there's 2 stars now, so... It does get quite, I don't want to say, no, not impossible. It's definitely not impossible, but, you know, you definitely have to think a lot more in some of these later stages. So let's see. There we go. That one took a while, but I figured it out. Okay, so let's box out this guy. Now we need to box you in. There we go. After thinking about it, I kind of actually like this one now. Oh, that didn't take long. Again, just sometimes you need like a little more time to just kind of figure things out. Once you do, it's like, okay, this is actually pretty cool. Okay. You're boxed. Oh no, okay, you're not boxed out here. Oh wow. That was a faster solution than I thought. Oh god! Look at this. Now we're talking. Okay, so that's that box. That's that box. Shoot. Maybe. Okay, there we go. And like sometimes you'll find the solution without even like thinking about it. Wow, I did that one fast. Let's see. That's an obvious gate we have to close up. Man. Yeah, I'm really liking this now. It's funny, like, it's sometimes when you just figure out, like, okay, like, I have a strat for this now, that can make all the difference, because it's like, okay, well, let's rock this now that I know how to play. Okay, this is going to be a little more difficult, so I need to, like, close this elsewhere. Ooh. Here, I think this is where I'm supposed to... Because, yeah, that won't... Oh, no, they can get out there, though. No! I was just talking about how much fun this is, and I'm already about to lose. Shoot. I thought I had it. Let's reset. No! Oh, damn it. Okay, so I made it to level 18. I might try to go back there to see if I can find... I really want to figure out this solution. And see, like, I'm sure people are staring at the screen telling me to do something obvious right now. It's much different when you're actually playing, when you're watching. It's, like, such a huge difference. So I don't want to hear anyone, like, try to say that, like, okay, this is a very easy solution, I see it right now. Well, yeah, of course you're seeing it, because you're not, like, in the middle of doing it, so you're not, like, pressured to find the solution. It's so freaking different. People do not realize that when puzzle games are being talked about. Okay, let's do this. I do like the music, though. See, like, it's blocked off here. I just don't know where to block it off elsewhere. Like, the top part is what really confuses me. Like, this top part up here. Which makes me believe that maybe the top part's an illusion. Like, I don't have to even worry about that. I don't know. Because, yeah, everything looks, like, blocked off right here. Like, it looks like I solved it, but... that's not necessarily the case. Okay, well, actually, this is blocked off right now. Wait, maybe this? Dang it! I thought I had it, but I did not. I'll give it one more look, and then I'll probably close it off after that. 'Cause again, like, I feel like the answer to this is staring me right in the face. I just can't see it. And again, apologies, this is a very long video, but you know. Want to make sure I get through all the puzzle games. Also, it kind of takes you right back to where you've closed off, so that's nice. Okay, so we want the 2 stars. We want the 2 stars trapped. Okay, I'll do this. You see, I feel like these are not the solutions like I should be looking for, because they always create like some kind of opening. That just does not help. But see, that creates a problem here. Well, maybe if I do this. That way it's closed off from the top completely. Now I need to find a way to get, like, this part closed off. I can do this. I feel like I almost got this. I feel like I'm really, really close to this solution. There's just something really, really obvious I'm missing. Come on, come on. No. I tried. There's just something I'm missing. Something really obvious I'm missing. But yeah, that's the star minigame. Honestly, that is cool. Like, I like some of the strategy you can employ there, but it's just I can't think of that solution. And please do not tell me in the comments section what to do, because honestly, like, I'm not trying to beat everything. I just want to kind of show things off. This is just a puzzle minigame. It means very little in the grand scheme of things, and you know I can figure it out, but at the same time, it's just like so much harder when you're just trying to like play it than you are actually like watching it, and also, you know, have to focus on commentary as well. So yeah, that's those are all the puzzle mini games for Mario Party Island Tour. As far as other games we have left, there are some extra games, but these extra games, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now, there's not a lot I can do with these, but I'll talk about that in the next video tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to have the final extra video, the project closing. I'm going to be talking about the game overall, the game as a whole, and then just kind of leave my final thoughts, and then we'll move on to something else for the following weekend. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for the final extra video, and yeah, have a good day. Later, folks.